Hi friends, it is after 1 o'clock in the morning, closer to 2, but that seems to be the quiet time that I have to record these videos for you. And once again, I am in my pajamas. I am going to use up some bananas that have gone overripe, and I have a recipe for 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies, and it calls for bananas, self-rising flour, peanut butter, and ginger spices. Well, I don't have self-rising flour, but I do have baking soda, baking powder, and salt. So I'm gonna just add a little baking powder to it and some salt and call it a day. All right. It calls for 2 medium-sized overripe bananas. I have 5 smallish, close to medium-sized bananas. I'm gonna mush those up, but it also calls for 125 grams of self-rising flour. Again, I said I don't have that, but I have a scale, and I'm going to turn you around and let you see what is going on. All right, like I said, in this bowl, 5 very ripe bananas, and since it calls for, let's see, let me change the units. 105 grams, okay. I'm thinking that this is about the total of 2 recipes. So I need, I'm going to zero you out. I need 250 grams of flour. Let's see here. What I would think is about a cup. That's 142. 189. 212. That is 227. And a little bit more behind you. My big container. Alright, let's see. 30. 40. 38, 51. I'm gonna call that good. Alright, what do I do with the lid? Back here. Alright. So, I'm gonna turn that off. And give these a good mix. I'm smashing the bananas, and in a moment you'll see that I realize that I need a fork because this Dutch whisk is not smashing the way it needs to. So I get my fork and I give it a good smash. And I stir it around because it has to be almost creamy consistency. So I try to get it as creamy as I could. Some of the bananas, although the skin showed that they were super ripe, when I peeled them, they were not. They were still pretty firm, and they didn't have any brown spots on them. So the sugar content wasn't as high as it needs to be. Now I'm taking my tablespoon, and I'm measuring out 4 tablespoons of creamy peanut butter. You can use almond butter or sunflower butter or a chunky nut butter, a nut butter of your choice. It's up to you. But you're going to need, for this recipe that I'm doing, because I'm doubling it, 4 tablespoons of the peanut butter. And although the recipe does not call for it, I am going to add a splash of my homemade moonshine, apple moonshine vanilla extract, because vanilla goes with everything, and my Santa cinnamon. I'm putting about 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon in there, and then I'm going to grate some nutmeg in there, and that's about 1/8 of a teaspoon. I don't make the nutmeg too strong, even because it's fresh. You don't need a lot. And I give it a good mix, and then I add my what should be 2 cups by weight. Now, as you can see, the consistency is coming together, and it looks like regular peanut butter cookie dough. Now, this is the first time I've ever made this recipe, so I don't know if it tastes like peanut butter cookies. But I know that the secret ingredient in my homemade peanut butter recipe is to double the vanilla extract. You know, a teaspoon is never enough. I think we put like a whole tablespoon in there. And that's what makes it taste fantabulous. This is the consistency. I'm smashing the bananas. That's what it's looking like. I'm going to put it in some foil wrap and stick it in the refrigerator. You see me? Alright, you guys. Thanks for spending Vlogmas Day 22 with me at Dreaming of an Eccles Homestead. You guys have a blessed day. Please like, subscribe, and let me know, have you ever tried a 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies? See you next time. Bye. Friends, I forgot to add the salt and the baking powder. And I'm sure you're all yelling, salt, baking powder. I'm not going to put a lot of salt, just a pinch or 2, because peanut butter has salt in it. And then I'm going to put a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. There we go. And get that mixed in. Get that in the refrigerator. Now I'll get this in the refrigerator. See you guys next time. Have a blessed day.